area where they find themselves. The National Youth Council encourages all spheres of work, whether it be white collar jobs or blue collar jobs. Yes. So the fact is, the Cameroonian youth, I believe, is slowly leaving the level where they think that white collar jobs is what pays, is the ultimate. And we have seen that in recent history. You see youths who go out, they use their hands and they do wonders. You see youths who go out, who have farms. The ministry right now is in a business of sponsoring youths and funding youths who have great ideas and realizing them. We have people who have even been taken from every corner of the nation. Limbe also sent in representatives, and with this they will take their ideas and build your ideas, and if possible fund it for you to leave the sphere of need. And the truth is, white collar jobs is not a statement anymore. It is not a status quo for the youths of Cameroon. That's why you see them out there today. Everybody, they call themselves hustlers, but actually they are people who are they have dreams and they're trying to make it or trying to meet their dreams. So I believe the Cameroonian youth is slowly but surely leaving the sphere of thinking that white collar jobs are the ultimate.
Okay. Yes. So far, has the council been able to meet its objectives and its goals?
This is the third leg of the elections. I can't say for sure, but I believe that they are working towards it. It's a work in progress. They started timidly, they are building up steam, and with the new constitutions and articles of association that has been put in place, I believe that they're going to meet their goals.
So how often are elections conducted?
Elections come up every 3 years. Every 3 years, and we should be aware that these elections are not only conducted at this level, but they are elections that are highly participative. They have electoral commissions that are monitored by the SDO, the divisional or the senior divisional officer, the divisional officer at each and every level, and these commissions are out to make sure that elections are carried out properly, in the proper manner, in an honest manner. We should know that the Cameroon National Youth Council is a very powerful force. The Youth Council is actually backed by the youths of Cameroon, and you know with me that youths, anywhere where there are youths, there's power. There is power, and that's the power we are trying to convey to the youths, that they have power. They do have power to make a change, and the National Youth Council is the pathway where they can use it as a means to make their voices heard in every sphere of life. It's not a political party, we should be very clear on that, and it's not a campaign. But yes, it's not, but the Youth Council is here to push youths out of their comfort zones to better grounds. And I believe that with the way we are taking it, building the youths up daily, talking to them, not only with meetings in my office, but also we have forums where we discuss and get to them on one-on-one and try to build them up, to let them know that their mentalities have to change if they want to change. I believe that youths are coming out, and youths will be a powerful force in this nation very soon. And the Youth Council is this medium that is making the difference in the lives of the youths. That is what they should know. And the more youths come to it, the more females, women are always a driving force of anything. And when we have women that back up such endeavors, it's bound to succeed.
So have the past leaders or presidents, have they met the requirements for the office? The past leaders who have been elected into the Cameroon National Youth Council, have they actually met the objectives of the council?
I want to believe they're trying. Or they've tried, or they're trying. I want to believe that. And just like we were saying, this is about women, and it's good to note that we've never had a president, a female national president for the Cameroon National Youth Council. And this year we are hoping to make the difference. We are hoping it will come out positively, that we've never had a female vice or president. So I'm encouraging every young lady out there who has the zeal, who has the motive, and who has the dream ahead of her to step up to the challenge and come to my office and get yourself registered.
Now, we don't know where your office is.
My office is at the subdivisional DO's office. That is opposite the community field in Limbe, adjacent to the road to Easy Shop. That's very popular. And I'm inside the DO's office.
Okay.
It's on my door. You'll see subdivisional delegation, youth affairs. Come get yourself registered. We have already come out with a tentative list for those who will be going for the elections. It's just a tentative list, and the definite list will be coming out on the day of the election itself. So you still have a chance. Come and make the difference. Come and have your dreams realized. Come and be a voice in your community, because that is the opportunity that's given to you. That is how you bring change, by being a voice in your community for a start, before moving to be a voice in your nation. So come, we'll be having the last meeting before the elections on the 13th of February at 11 a.m. So you're all invited.
I'm feeling very motivated right now. I feel like going to be the first president or the first vice president.
You've been personally given. You have been given an invitation, very personal, because we need youths who know what they want. We need youths who see a better future, not only for themselves, but also for their communities and for the nation. And when we have that, we can work with that.
Okay, so what's the criteria for becoming a president or a vice in the Cameroon National Youth Council?
I should have brought the flyers for that. You must be within the ages of 13 and 32.
Okay, I'm not old.
That is because by the time your term is over, you have a term of 3 years, you shouldn't be more than 35. So you should be between 15 and 32, and you can be either male or female, of course, and you should have your documents in place. You should be a registered voter.
Okay.
Yes. To be a registered voter just means you're a good citizen. We don't want to know the party, we just want to know you're registered to vote for change.
Yes.
And you should have a non-conviction. You should have a good moral standing, and that should be given. That should be referred from by any administration, religious leader, your cultural leader. There's quite a lot, but believe me, apart from making all the necessary documentation, your CV, your national ID card, all of that comes into play. But to be better versed with it, this is for the Limbe 1 subdivisional delegation, and this is for Limbe 1 subdivision. Just meet me at the DO's office and you have it in very perfect details.
Thank God I'm within that range. I mean, I'm just seeing myself as the president already. And now you spoke about the age range, though, 15 to 32 years of age. So is it possible, if a 15-year-old girl is really eligible for that post, can she actually become the president of the Cameroon National Youth Council?
Of course. When they said 15 to 32, we actually meant 15 to 32. What will play for your favor will be your charisma, maybe. It will be your stance. It will be your vision. It will be your power of speech, how you could motivate and campaign for yourself to become president. But also, don't forget that those with a little older than you and with more responsibilities can have a better chance. But that doesn't stop anybody who is 15 from giving it a try. It doesn't, like you. It doesn't.
Okay, from the past leaders, okay, we've understood that there's been no female president or vice president.
Yes.
But secretary, treasurer, any of them, has there been a female among them?
At the national level, I don't know, but for the Limbe, for the subdivisional level, for sure, we've had, I think, auditors and the treasurer who were female. But it's sad to know that they've never really stepped up to the challenge to show themselves and to present themselves present in various activities that called for their presence. So that has been a worry.
After this short break, we'll come back to bring you the last part of this program, Moments with Women. Please don't go anywhere.
Moments with Women. Moments with Women. It's a program that goes into the world of the woman and digs deep to know her more.
Her abilities, talents, skills, what she thinks, what she knows, what she does, her challenges and how they can be solved.
Moments with Women is a mirror of the woman.
Welcome back to Reference Television, and this is still Moments with Women, and we're still talking about the percentage of female participation in activities, and today we're focusing on youth affairs. Of course, we have the sub-delegate here with us, the sub-delegate of youth affairs, Madam Coco Lumamanga, and we've spoken about the delegation in itself. We've spoken about the Cameroon National Youth Council, which is open for every youth between the age of 15 to 32, and you can participate in order to empower yourself, meet other youths with dreams and visions, and to be a better person in the future. Now, the sub-delegate is a woman who just like to enter her space a little to find out some of the, you're a woman, I mean, and you're the sub-delegate of youth affairs, and it's not easy to work with youth. So as a woman, what are the challenges that you face? I mean, given the responsibilities of your job and your motherly and wifely duties, how do you manage all of these?
Before I get into that question, love, please let me just go back for a little clarification. Please, for every youth who is interested, it's important to note that you should be a member of an association, and that association has to be registered at my level. That's at the subdivisional level. You have to come with a photocopy of your receipt of legal documents that you deposited at the SDO's office, or the legal permit. And if not, still come and come with the documents. It's not too late to register. I'm still calling on youth groups, whatever it be, cultural youth groups, working youth groups from every sphere. Come and get yourself registered. Yes, as a woman, it's not always easy. It's not always easy to meet all these goals, because you have things that will always hold you back. You have things that you place as priority before your job, your husband, your kids, your family. You always have your work, but the zeal for self-actualization will always push you out of your comfort zone of thinking that you're too busy, you're too occupied, or you're too you have too much responsibility. So you get up every morning, you listen to a motivational speech, and you take your butt off the bed and you hurry to your business. That is what you do. You
listen to a motivational speech.
Yeah, after praying, of course. You listen to a motivational speech, and I have a friend who posted today on Facebook, hello Maja, and she said your zeal to have it done is more important than the reasons to fail. So you get up, you might have 100 reasons why you shouldn't get up, but you have one reason why you should make it. So you get up and you leave your bed. It's challenging, yes, but it's also very motivating. It's also very interesting. At the end of the day, you feel you've achieved your purpose. I go out each day and I meet youths, and I try to solve somebody's problems, and I try to talk to somebody out of their misery because you know what it feels like, and you try to encourage someone, and every day when you do that, you have a little piece of God in you.
That's
you
right.
Feel good about it. You know that you have achieved something. You know you've been a blessing to somebody. So that is enough motivation for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I mean, I'm not trying to undermine the men, but there's some certain positions that when a woman holds it, she gives more love to the people that she attends to. For example, the way you're going to treat these youths and bring them out of their misery may not be the same way that a man may do it. And we cannot help but go back to the point that there are very few women participating in activities, taking part in leadership positions, which should change. I think a certain kind of sensitization should be made in order to get more women into activities. And please, I would like to get your take on this. How do you think that the delegation, of course, can sensitize more women to make them, or young ladies, to aid them participate in more activities, in more seminars, in more conferences, to go in for leadership positions, of course?
Like you said, I better correct it before some youths think they're miserable. They're one of their misery. Okay, youths, you're not miserable. You're very adorable people. Yes, you are. And it's important to note that I have wonderful female colleagues in the divisional delegation and at my subdivisional delegation. I have wonderful